Black men get the white women that other white men genuinely do not want. You don't get the top of the line white women. You don't. You get leftovers. Look at most of our celebrities. They did not marry women who came from the richest white families. Black money and white money don't behave the same. New black money will jump on any poor white girl and make her a billionaire, Tiger Woods. Rich white woman, rich white money doesn't operate that way. No interracial relationship is acceptable because we have too many black women who are unmarried. Black women are the largest population on the planet Earth. If you can't find one in America, get it from Africa. If you can't get it from Africa, go to the Caribbean, go to Canada, go to Europe. Why would a black man need to copulate, build a family with anything other than a black woman when you have so many black women available? It is an exercise in self-hatred. There's no way to get around it.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as per the title guys, you can see in today's video, we're going to be talking about none other than refrigerator built Maria, who decided that in her words, she said that she was going to quote unquote come for me. So as you guys can see here, this taco, which I'm pretty sure herself, she also, if she is Latin like she claimed, she also probably has an accent. But as you guys can see here, she commented and said, you should take notes from her on how to properly speak. If you guys don't really know what she's talking about, the video that I just posted yesterday where I was talking about this beautiful TikToker, she were basically talking about how women aren't really able to elevate men to her level. What this man can do instead is that he can bring her as the woman down to his level. So nonetheless, this taco decided that she was going to respond. As you guys can see here, obviously, I think it is pretty evident that this woman, regardless of her claiming to be a taco, you guys can see here, she has an image of a black woman here on her profile. And as you guys can see, I think the photo speaks for itself. And black woman, this is precisely why I continue to tell y'all, these women, they aren't our friends, they aren't our allies, regardless of y'all coming out here thinking that these women like you. Whenever you see these non-selected group of Latina coming to the black community trying to ingratiate themselves within it, this is precisely because the Latin men, they don't want them. And because unfortunately, they know that the low-hanging fruit, aka black male, they are indeed the trash collector of this society. This is when these overweight Latina, they're 500-600 pounds. They can't really get a respectable Latino man. This is why they always come to these self-hating men. But nonetheless, there's so much that I can say about this. And because of this and so many other reasons, black woman, once y'all realize that these women, whenever their only option of men are black male, you do have to know that these women are always going to be in competition with y'all. Even for us black women who are divested from this mindset automatically because we are indeed black women, these women also secretly see us as competition. This refrigerator built woman, I'm pretty sure comparing her next to me, she doesn't even stand a chance, because for the most part, I'm going to eventually show y'all what the average Latina that I see in my day-to-day life look like. But nonetheless, some of you guys decided to respond to her, which I'm very grateful for, because literally this is the only response that this taco is going to get from me, is that I'm able to capitalize off of the situation. So Kim Lowe 4740 says she's not American. I had said this over and over. I'm not going to continue to reiterate myself. And then she said, I can understand her. She just has an accent. Absolutely. This is what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure this refrigerator built taco, she probably, if she's claiming to be Latin, I can almost assure you guys, if she are indeed Latin, she also probably have an accent. But like I said, these women, they're not never on my radar. So as you guys can see, she continued to say, if you're too slow to understand her, that's a you problem. Absolutely. And this is precisely why oftentimes it is said that these non-select group of women, whenever they get in relationship with the least producing males of society, aka self-hating black male, it's because indeed these people are two peas in a pod. They're slow. They don't really understand what is going on if it's right in front of them. So as you guys can see, she continued to say, stop trying to force American accent on people. And obviously this is quite interesting, because if she's a taco like she's claiming, I'm pretty sure she probably immigrated from either Mexico, from the DR, from any other of these Latin country. But nonetheless, she said, The world doesn't revolve around America. To which the taco responded and say, did I come for you or did I come for her? She needs to stay out of Latin American business if she doesn't want to hear from one. Get out my way. And lastly, this person said, very ignorant comment, which truly, guys, obviously we're all entitled to our own opinion, right? But I continue to talk about this topic because for the longest of time, self-hating black male in conjunction with these non-selected group of women, they have been sitting on all of these social media platforms talking, degrading black women on a consistent basis. That's how she said she's coming for me without me really sending for her. So tacos, guess what? Now I'm also directly coming for you. I think it is very interesting how y'all like to come into our community, like to ingratiate yourself in the community while literally mimicking every single thing that comes to us. But when we decide that we want to stand up and we say enough is enough, we're not going to continue to sit around and allow y'all to be cultural vulture. And we already know for the most part when these non-selected group of women, they come and they ingratiate themselves, naturally one of the first thing that they will try to do is that they will try to how black women to become their friend, while secretly feeling naturally that they're so much better than black women simply based upon the color of their skin tone. And unfortunately, I know that these women are used to black women also living vicariously through them, because unfortunately, even though yes, we have been seeing so much more beautiful black women coming out here exploring our option, choosing another group of male, but unfortunately to this day we still have some low self-esteem black women that they continuously try to live vicariously through these women, because what will happen oftentimes is that we will see a lot of these black women, so they won't be labeled like jealous, angry. What they will do is that they will go and they will accept these women. I mean, hell, if we want to be 100% honest, oftentimes we will see black women themselves volunteering themselves, trying to get these women to look like us. This is why continuously you will have so much of these black women that they will befriend these non-selected group of women. Cardi B that you're viewing here on your screen, unfortunately in the mainstream media, we have her as this Latina who have continuously attacked black women. She had said black women were roaches, were monkey. And unfortunately, regardless of her coming out here saying all of those derogatory stuff pertaining to us and our image, guess who's her number one fan base? Yes, unfortunately, it is self-hating black women that continuously live vicariously through these women. And like I said, once a black woman like me come out here and show these women that no, I'm not kissing your ass, you can go out here and get these non-selected group of male, because me as someone who has a different mission, as someone who has a different vision, a different outlook on life, you can have these low-hanging fruit. I don't care to participate anything in that. Other point that I think it is quite ironic is that these same type of woman, they will be the woman that they will be thinking that they're so much better, they're so much superior. I mean, look at Cardi B. Cardi B, obviously, she can't get a self-respecting male from her community, right? And like I have been saying for the longest of time, whenever these women aren't really the first choice, what do? They come to the low-hanging fruit that unfortunately for them, they are indeed the trash collector. I mean, look at Cardi B. You look at these two photos here and it literally look like two complete different people. This woman here on the first, I mean, this is the average Latina that I see on a day-to-day basis. So for this refrigerator bill to come out here and like she say, quote unquote, come for me, like, girl, no, you got the wrong one. The thing I think it is quite interesting is that these women, they will be sucking black D while simultaneously also hating so profoundly the black woman vajayjay that these male came out of. Don't you guys think that is quite interesting? I mean, just like this other racist Latina that you're viewing here on your screen, this is none other than Erica Mena. You can look at her before and prior her case. I think it is quite interesting that just recently her baby daddy / ex-husband Safari, I need to mind y'all that this man literally came out here and say that marrying his spicy Latina was literally the worst mistake he had made in his entire life. I mean, just recently he came out here and he released all of these footage where this feminine, fit and friendly spicy Latina was out here literally putting hands and feet on him. Isn't that quite interesting? Black woman, you're the one who's consistently being labeled angry, aggressive, combative, that you're always want to fight, you're always angry. Yet you have these Latin women that continuously come out here thinking that because these males talk shit about you as a black woman, they be thinking that because they're not black, they're gonna get a better version. In Erica Mena case, I truly feel like the biggest problem that she has, considering that she is what they consider to be the preference, right? I truly feel like one of the biggest hurdle that she continued to go through is this woman that you're currently viewing here on your screen. If you guys aren't necessarily familiar with her, her name is Amara La Negra. This is the black, real Afro-Latina black woman that her king Safari left her for. And I truly feel like that is something that she haven't really been able to recover, because for the longest of time, this woman has been thinking, they have been feeling that they are so much better than you as a black woman. So whenever their kings come out here and embarrass them and show them the only reason why I went and I impregnated you is because I wanted kids that look nothing like me, and my true preference at the end of the day, it will always be black woman. I mean, at the end of the day, black woman, we are indeed the blueprint. I told you guys, I'm currently in Europe. Every single where that I step my foot in here in Europe, there's white men literally making all type of comment, and I'm like, relax. To be honest, guys, at the end of the day, as Amara, who's a true Afro-Latina, as myself, who's a true Afro-Latina, nothing that these refrigerator-built Taco Maria can come out here and say that it's really gonna affect me, because like I said, at the end of the day, the only thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna monetize the whole situation. So at the end of the day, Taco, all I have to do is thank you truly, because normally you guys know I don't necessarily post on Saturday, but thanks to you, I was inspired, because regardless of you quote unquote coming for me, by you doing that, guess what? You just paid me once more. So woman, at the end of the day, all I have to say, these women don't like you. They never have. If these women see you on fire, they're not going to spit on it to help save your life. These women and self-hating black male, they're literally two peas in a pod. That's why black male, he's the bottom at the totem pole in society. These 4, 5, 600-pound non-selected Latin women, they're also in that same category. This is why they continuously come out here try to compete with you as black woman. And like I said, as someone who's currently living my best life on a South of France store, let me just say, Maria, you could never. You can only hate from the sideline. This is precisely why you're on my channel watching my video while simultaneously helping me get paid. So thank you once again, Taco. But guys, this is all that I have to say on this whole situation. What do you guys think about this Taco coming out here, as she say, quote unquote, coming for me? What are your thoughts and opinion are, please get in the comment section down below. And I'll see you in my next one. Adios, Maria. Regresate a Mexico. Bye-bye.
Black women, it's time to hold ourselves accountable, because we are reaping what we sowed. We have lied and gassed black men up for centuries, letting them think that they are kings with no kingdoms, letting them think that they are the emperor when they are naked. And now we are dealing with the consequences of those actions. Instead of being honest with black men and requiring them to do better for not only themselves, but the community that they helped create, we have allowed them to tear it apart and then put it back together quietly behind their backs, and then still let them get the credit for it.